Their aura is unequal.
Well, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Or whatever. And they told me to make it a little more raspy, and I follow directions.
Their contents are legendary.
In fact, that little sheet you see is his concept drawing.
Their attitude is embraced. Tune in to one of the most up and rising kaiju-sized groups within our community. So go ahead and watch all of their creative content, including that of the Raw Attitude live interview, where they have special guests ranging from actors, directors, toy creators, artists, and many, many more. You can also find them on multiple of other social media platforms, ranging from Instagram, TikTok, X, Facebook. You could even sit back and watch your favorite classic monster movie and even watch us go through one of the most iconic games on Twitch. Featuring your hosts, Eric Stowe, Adrian Settle, Joe Myers, Samson West, Jordan Adorno. They are the Monsters with Attitude.
Okay. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the 2024 Figure of the Year nomination show, brought to you by Monsters with Attitude. This is the fourth consecutive year that we're doing this. It has been a lot of fun, and I'm so happy that we're continuing the tradition and everybody gets to participate, honestly, and cast your votes and tell us exactly what you think is Figure of the Year for the categories that we have provided for everybody. A lot of the categories are similar to what we did last year. I believe there's only one extra one that I threw in there just for shits and giggles. Kind of thought it was a little fun thing just for us MWA crew members. So we'll see what you guys think and see who wins that one. That was kind of more of a competition kind of thing, I think, to see who can win that one. But it's just a lot of fun. But with that, yeah, welcome everybody and welcome the MWA crew. Thank you all for joining. Everybody has put a hand into doing the Figure of the Year, so everybody is going to be on screen and everybody has their own categories to talk about and explain, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So with that, let's see who is in the chat right now. Of course, like always, like clockwork, the two main guys, fanciest of cats. What is going on? Figure of the Year once again goes to Chelsea Green, MVP of Royal Rumble. Samson is the runner-up. Aww.
I'll tell you what, her cans got my vote.
And of course, right after him is Nathaniel Plummer. What's going on? My pick for Figure of the Year is the Jada Toys Heat Ray Godzilla RC. It walks, stomps, tail swags, roars, lights up, and breathes real fire for only $50. Thanks for getting it for me, Mom. Love you. And actually, that was last year. We did that last year. So, and that actually won, I believe, the 50 and under category for last year. So that will not be in this year's category because it was last year. So, but yes, great pick. A lot of people chose that one. It is a great toy. And I have two of them, honestly. A lot of fun, just a lot of just throwback for that one in particular. So, but yeah, let's get right to the categories and see what is first, what we're going to be looking at. And with that, here we go.
Nice.
Ooh.
Shiny.
Fancy.
Oh, I don't.
Heck yeah.
It's not loud enough. Sorry, there's music with it, and
I had a feeling there was.
Dang it! Dang. I tried, and it just didn't work. But, all right, so yes, this is the Figure of the Year 2024 nomination show, and the first category up is Best Figures. Whoa! It's
there we go.
Hold on to your butts. Hold on.
Hold on to your butts. Stop moving. I hope it doesn't do this.
That was my fault. I'm sorry. I was leaning on my mouse pad.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
oh. I was like, oh my God, dude.
Sorry.
I was like, why is it moving? It's not supposed to be moving.
I was thinking, I was like, my desk is pushing in. Like, what is that?
Oh my gosh. Also, before we get started, want to welcome in Wander This World 97. Thanks for
welcome in.
Welcome.
Hopefully more people join in and see the nominees. If not, obviously in our groups, on our socials, we will have polls going up probably tomorrow, most likely. We're going to get everything figured out after the show, and the polls will go up, and then the voting will start, and we'll have about 3 weeks to get all those votes in, tallied up, and then we will have the results. So, let's... And Christian is not here. Christian is one of our moderators for the Facebook group. This is his category. He is running a little late. So Celeste is going to help us out and actually go down this list for us and tell everybody what's on the list. So Celeste, take it away.
Hello, everybody. I'm Celeste. I'm one of the moderators of MWA. And yes, I'm going to be helping today with the Best Under 50 for Figure of the Year. So thankfully, a lot of the stuff we get nowadays is pretty expensive. So I'm very glad to have some of these that's a little bit more in the price range. So for starting off with Best Under 50, we have the Super 7 Godzilla and Jet Jaguar handshake that was actually released this year at the San Diego Comic-Con. It was an amazing figure. I don't know about you guys, if you guys have any insights on that, or if I'm asking on insights right now. But going down, we also have the Funko Mecha King Ghidorah, which is absolutely love that little guy. Amazing to see all the detail of him, any of the Funkos for that matter. We also have the Funko Gigan. I know, one of Samson's favorites. It's lovely to see these guys. I'm very glad, they kept them in a pretty good price range for all the detail they have. So thank God for Funko for making those. Next up on our list, we do have the CCP middle-sized Mecha Godzilla. I do know we have quite a few CCPs that were released this year for 2024. A lot of them all, thankfully, in a pretty good price range. As well as, next on that list will be the Bandai Namco Godzilla 1954 Chase, which was that the Funko, right? Or no, that's something different. Sorry.
No, it is the it's right by the Mecha Godzilla with the red background. It's the little Bandai, I think they're 5-inch figures that came out, little glitter.
Those were okay, I got you there. Now I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Thank you. As well as next on the list, we do have also the Bandai Namco Kiru 02 that came with the set. Was those part of those were the I'm trying to remember all the names.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, for sure.
Also on the list, we would have the Playmates Tiamat as well as other Playmates figures. We also have the U2's Godzilla versus Shimu, which all the YouTubes, I do have to say, that came out 2024 looked amazing. Loved the prices, by the way. We also have more Playmates Godzillas, Godzilla X Kong, the Ultimate Titan Battle Pack, which was the battle pack of, I want to say, all 5 of Scar King, Godzilla, Mothra, and Shimu. Thank God we're getting back in packs like that. Hopefully they release more in the future. Next on the list, we have the Jada Metallic figure, Godzilla, Kong, and Shimu, and Scar King that came out. Love those little guys. Great figures and great little keychains if you're looking for them. Mm-hmm. Next up, we also have the Super 7 Toho Super Kaiju Wave Mecha Godzilla 93. And those were the 2 that came with the Godzilla and Mecha Godzilla, both released Super 7, released mostly in Targets. I believe those were around the $35 mark. Second to last, we also have the Banpresto Evolved Godzilla. Those little guys I loved. The details are pretty good and great for the pricing. And last, we have the Funko Godzilla 70th Anniversary Mystery Minis, which I know Eric was a very big fan of. And don't worry, we're trying to help you find that Space Godzilla, Eric. I promise you. Christian said he's gonna try to buy some today specifically for you. So
I wonder how Eric got into those things.
I wonder.
Somebody was a bad influence, and then me being a completionist just.
Did you complete it, Eric?
No, I have not. That's why I need Space Godzilla. It's driving me crazy.
Are you just missing the one at this point?
He's the biggest one I need. I technically need the other colorway of Godzilla, the gray one, but I'm okay if I don't get that one. I really want Space Godzilla.
I know the two big rollers were the Shin and Space Godzilla. They were the 1 of 72 chance.
No, actually, yeah, Shin and Space. Yep, those are the two. So those are the big boys. So
I know.
Yeah,
Because I'm the one talking about these things.
Thank God they're under 50 then, because at least you could buy a few packs later on.
Thank you, Celeste, for giving us all the nominees for this category. Now I just want to go down the list, and I want everybody's vote. Tell me exactly what you want to win in this category, and I'll have Adrian, you go first.
Honestly, I'm going to say that even though I don't have this one, we can find it. But the Godzilla and Jet Jaguar handshake, I mean, that's an iconic scene from my first Godzilla movie. So yeah, there's definitely some bias on that. I do love the Funko Pops that we got this year. I got both King Ghidorah and Gigan as soon as they dropped. But the handshake it's just iconic. You can't beat that.
Yeah, for real. Joe.
The Funko Mecha King. It's beautiful and exactly just amazing in every way. I love it.
Yeah. Jordan.
I'm gonna have to go with the Funko Mystery Minis. It's been a lot that I've seen people try to collect and complete, and I think they're amazing alongside with the regular Funkos. But I mean, for these little Funko Minis to be as successful as to what it's been lately, I can't see this not winning.
Ooh, okay. Samson. Are we surprised?
Well, I have to be very biased and say this guy because I love that he is very different from your standard Funko. He doesn't have just the typical look. He has his own little unique stance. He's not standing very static. And I also didn't have to pay for mine. He was a gift. So that just makes it all the better. And oh yeah, just the detail on this guy is wonderful. It's very easy to get. I think they might still be available on the site. And if you love the big cybernetic chicken, you got to go with this guy right here, right there.
Hey, if you didn't go with that, I think there would be something wrong with you. So
yeah, I agree.
Thank God I had a guardian angel.
Celeste, what do you want? What do you think?
You know what? I think I'm gonna have to speak for both me and Christian. I do have to say that the Funko, just like Joe, the Funko Ghidorah was pretty awesome to see come out. Especially with, I know they follow those certain lines for everything looking the same, but with him, all the detail going into it, I think he's a good runner-up. Good winner.
Yeah. Oscar.
I'll go with Tiamat.
Oh, okay.
I have a little base that's going for it. Yeah, I know. Probably something else. Yeah, I'm going with Tiamat because ever since Tiamat made, of course, a short, brief appearance in the GXK film, it made a lasting impression, just like with Behemoth in 2019. Like, everyone loved Behemoth in 2019 from an original Titan. And then when Tiamat appeared, I went gaga for it, even for the people that did. Even though it only made a short appearance, but when Tiamat came out in the Playmates line, even though the paint job isn't film accurate, still a cool figure, very articulated. So I'm going with the Tiamat figure. Okay.
Oh man, I'm torn. There's like 3 of them I really like, but I think
one
because I got obsessed with these little damn things. I'm gonna go with the Funko blind boxes. They're a lot of fun. It's like I say, it's the thrill of the hunt. So and I went to every place in my city that had these. I bought them all out, and I still did not get every single one. So they definitely make you hunt for these. There's not a guarantee, even if you buy a full case, you are not guaranteed to get these things. So you were really required to really hunt these things down. So yeah, I thought that was a lot of fun. It's something different. You just don't know what you're gonna get, and yeah, so it was a lot of fun. But yeah, I'll go with the little Funkos.
Cool.
But yeah,
out of the Funkos, are there 12? I can't remember in total. Which one was your favorite? What one in particular is your favorite?
Ooh,
how many are there?
honestly, I would. It's probably between Shin and Rodan. Honestly, we're really cool. Really cool.
There were 12. Yeah, 12 in total.
Yeah. So a lot of fun, they're great little sculpts, real chibi-esque, real cute. You know, they're great. You know, they're not expensive, so kids can just.
Rodan was the very first one that I opened, actually.
Let's see if Funko can make it awesome. Mecha King Ghidorah, X-Plus can do the same. Lisa definitely. Exactly.
Yes. Yes.
That'd be fun to see.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Leslie. Thank you for chiming in, buddy. Appreciate it.
Here's the question creator.
Yes, and yes, he had a great show yesterday, even with Adrian on it too. So good job, guys. A lot of fun. All right, we will go on to our next slide, and is the best articulated figure of the year, and this is Oscar's category. So take it away, Oscar. Oscar, are you just having a really nice grin, or are you frozen?
I think he's frozen.
Oh, he did.
I think he's frozen too.
He got too excited about these figures.
Well, we're going to pass him until he fixes that. We're going to go on to Best Bandai MMS of the year, and this is Samson's category. So you take it away, Samson.
Gladly. So Bandai has been putting out stuff since 1980, whatever, and they have not been disappointing as of late. And this past year was an interesting one with some unique ones. So let's go on down the list. First up, even though it's not the first release, we're just going in the order that I gave it to Eric, I suppose. The Gemstone Megalon 2023. 2 years, but they finally put out a figure based off of that great little short, and it didn't disappoint. I don't have it yet, but from the pictures, and I'm excited. I can't wait to get one of my own. These two I clustered together because they're almost the same thing. The Final Wars Zilla / Zilla 1998. Who'd have thought we would ever get these two in Bandai form, or any kind of form? Actually, who would? I mean, especially Final Wars. Come on.
Yeah.
And out of left field, we got the Cybot, which I preemptively predicted before it even came out. I was like, and y'all shot that down fast. I was like, and speaking of the gimmicky ones, Flying Mechagodzilla 74 for the 50th anniversary of our big mechanical doppelganger. Just it's crazy. I love that they're doing these unique dynamic sculpts that we've never seen before.
Yep.
And this definitely was intriguing. This is actually a pack. So the 5 in a row here, the Gabara, which I think is probably the best out of the box set, honestly. Gabara from the Dream box set, Anguirus 68. It's a little bit more of a resculpting of the other Anguirus, but it does look better. Kamacuras for the first time ever. Wow. And the Mechagodzilla 74. We've had 75 for the longest time, but we have not seen 74. We have not seen just an MG on the shoulder. It's always been MG2. So we've been waiting to see just a standard MG for the longest time. And lastly, Ghidorah 1964 out of the box set. Maybe not the greatest out of the box set, but it's still nice to see him get some representation in a Bandai Movie Monster Series line. Next up, for the first time in a long time, we are getting resculpts of the Heisei monsters, or the Heisei Godzillas. We saw 91 a couple years back, and now we got 94 for his 30th anniversary. So that's nice to see there. Give him some love. Okay, I guess I'm done. Who touched it?
Ooh.
Oh boy. There we go.
Stop touching people. Oh, touchy.
And whoa, Oh, why is I guess I don't see him on screen, but okay. Little Godzilla. Gotta love that little guy. Oh, he's so cute, isn't he?
Oh, he got left out.
Dang,
he got left out. He's so adorable. He just couldn't make an appearance yet. Little Godzilla. It's a resculpt. It's a resculpting, but it's an adorable one. You gotta love that little bug-eyed bugger. Evolved Godzilla. Since Evolved Godzilla has gotten a lot of love for his premiere in the new movie that came out last year, it's neat to see him. And last but not least, it is kind of a gimmick, but it is the Toys Dream Project variant of Godzilla or Anguirus 55, because they did that set back in single digit 2000s, but they utilized the Anguirus 68 sculpt. So it's nice to see the actual screen accurate 55 Anguirus in his true form, with his fiery fire monster looking form that he is. There we have it. Minus the little Godzilla. For some reason, Eric just doesn't seem to love him. Those are the awesome Bandais that were new and cherished and beloved for all.
Okay, I will tell you this before we move on here. I asked for pictures for everything, and somebody's category who was in charge of this did not send me said picture because I just looked. So that is your fault.
Nice one.
Moving on.
So the one and only, supposed to be the best of the West, but is not. Mess that
up. It's okay. It's okay. He's here in spirit, honestly.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. That was my bad. Everything else. It's a lot of good Bandais.
Yeah, we will go opposite here. We're going to start with Oscar. You go first. Who is your pick for best?
At first, my pick was the Saiba, but Little Godzilla. I got to give it to Little Godzilla because I saw him like, oh my gosh, this is way better than the original that came out, and it's a beautiful little figure. So I'm going with Little Godzilla. I don't have it in hand, but I'm going for Little Godzilla as my pick.
All right, Celeste.
Let's see. My pick, I have to say the Flying Mechagodzilla. It was really cool to see them do that, and it was one of the ones that just, I don't know, that to me. Also, I really did like the Zilla for some reason. There's something about Zilla. I know everybody hates him. I kind of do like Zilla a little bit. So, but yeah, Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla for sure.
Okay. All right,
well, Eric can represent for us, and Adrian, thanks to you guys for.
Yeah. So he's still here. He's still here.
Yeah, he's still here.
Cool guy.
This is tough because there's a lot of good ones, and I'm a big Bandai collector.
Same here.
Just this is going to be a wild card one, but I'm going to go with the Final War Zilla because oddly enough, it sold out fairly quick, and he's sold out everywhere. You can't really find him except on secondary markets from other dealers. He's not really available on any other sites. So he's kind of a fan favorite, even though he's not. He's a non-favorite fan favorite.
Yeah. All right, Jordan.
Oh man. I'm tied between 3 specifically, and 2 of them I actually own, being the Little Godzilla and the 55 Anguirus, but the one that I don't have that I personally feel like is far more superior, and it's a shocking factor for us Godzilla fans, is the 98. I never would have thought I would see 98 in a form of a Bandai movie Monster Series figure. And you guys know how much I absolutely hate anything Godzilla related. So for me to choose this speaks volumes. So
wow.
That's literally going to say it any better. So for me, it's going to have
Queen said it.
Ciao. He's like a ciao. Well, nice. All right, Joe.
Gemstone Megalon.
All right, plain simple.
Right in
Adrian?
there. Looks like
Godzilla. Oh, he grabs Little Godzilla. Oh boy.
No, who can't love this little guy?
God, this is a hard one. There was some really great ones, some surprise ones, but I'm gonna go Gemstone Megalon. I love that design. I hope we get more of it. Honestly, he looks great. So It was a toss up between, I think, Little Godzilla, him, and Cybot, but I really love that gem still, so I'm gonna go with that one. But we do have a few more people joining in the chat. Doug, what's going on from our Twitch?
Doug.
And we also have Jace from our Twitch. What is going on, guys? Also, we got Monster Kid Corey here. What's going on?
Reoccurring fan favorite.
Let's see. Let's do it in the most recent toy bot. All right. That is it for the best of Bandai.
So wait, I want to, even though this is my list, I didn't get a single one of these yet. I don't have a single one on my own list.
Wow. Shame.
I know. I hate myself for it. Believe me.
It's not. I mean, it's tough for people. You know, the economy's not good to everybody. So
yeah, that's true. Okay,
but that's all right.
It is the Shinra Hero.
Wow. We're gonna go backwards here. And we're going to do the best articulated field. And yes, Oscar, this is you. So take it away.
My apologies, everyone. My phone overheated by accident, so I had to jump it up in the freezer and cooled off. So I'm going to be real quick and simple about it. So first, we have Hiya Toys Godzilla 2014. Now, obviously, Hiya Toys, they are killing it with their MonsterVerse, and obviously Godzilla 2014 is one of them. Next on that is Hiya Toys Female Muto, or 2014 Muto. We've been begging for Monster Arts to do a freaking Muto figure for over a decade. Never happened until Hiya Toys came in and done it. Next on that is Hiya Toys Kong from 2017. Even though the figure from this specific Kong isn't exactly screen accurate, it's still one hell of a figure and a step up for the articulated figure of Kong from GVK. Then on that, we're going down towards SH Monster Arts, and that is the SH Monster Arts Godzilla 1972 from Godzilla vs. Gigan. Now, obviously, this is a huge surprise for the Showa fans, for sure. They really stepped it up on the articulation. Obviously, I don't have it personally, but obviously a few others, especially Samsung, they have the figure. The articulation on the tail is beautiful. The interchangeable head is great as well. And yeah, there's Godzilla 72. Next on that is SH Monster Arts Godzilla Evolved, or Evolved Godzilla. Now, of course, another huge cool figure that I've seen, even though there are a bit of issues with the figure from the paint job mostly and the inaccuracy on the head, but nonetheless, it's still a cool figure. Very articulated tail from what I've seen, and the paint job really stands out. Next on that is SH Monster Arts Scar King. Now, say what you will about how the figure looks, but the articulation and of course the accessories that it comes with is pretty damn cool. And honestly, out of the newer GXK Kong figures that are coming out in SH Monster Arts, Scar King is pretty damn cool in my opinion. And again, it's cool to have more ape-like creatures or giant articulated figures of Scar King and Kong and so on and so forth. Next on that is SH Monster Arts Jet Jaguar. Now, Jet Jaguar, it was another big surprise for the Monster Arts line. It's pretty cool, very shiny. Not my favorite personally, but for what I've seen, a lot of people really love the figure, and I've seen a lot of posts and reviews on it and multiple displays that they have done with Jet Jaguar. Next on that is Super 7 Godzilla -1. Charging up version. Now, obviously, this one really stands out because this is literally, I think, from what I've seen, the only -1 Godzilla figure that actually has his spines protruding out before he blasts his heat rate, which is pretty cool, and it's very obvious too as well. And it's just a beautiful figure, and of course, the paint job I really enjoy personally, and again, it's just pretty damn cool. Next on that, Super 7's Space Godzilla poster version, or for what other people would recognize as the Trendmasters paint job variant. And honestly, when I first saw it, it was beautiful. I kept it in box, but I've been itching and wanting to take it out, but I just can't because the box art itself is beautiful and the figure itself is amazing. Honestly, again, much more cooler to have it than the original one. Next on that is the Titanic Creations figures. Now, we have the Titanic Creations Young Gary with multiple accessories, and I don't have the figure itself, but for those that have it in hand and have seen the movie, of course, a lot of people have been itching for a highly detailed, articulated, or statue-esque Young Gary figure, and sure enough, we have an articulated variant of our Young Gary from Titanic Creations, and it just blew everyone's minds when it first came out. Next on that is also from Titanic Creations, Gorgo. Now, this figure I have personally, and I'm very happy to have it. Sorry, Eric. And it's just amazing. I love the accessories it came with, and of course, they have more another articulated Gorgo figure that came out, but of course, this is the original that came out with multiple accessories and amazing articulation. And last, but certainly not least, the SH Figuarts Red King from the Ultraman series, 1966 Red King. I have the figure itself. It's beautiful. I love the accessories, and it's a superior articulated figure compared to the old Ultrac figures. But that was then, and this is now, and it's really a beautiful figure to have in hand. And I accidentally skipped one, and the Hiya Toys Skullcrawler, or the big one from 2017's Kong Skull Island. Now, Skullcrawler, we've only had a few that have came out, but obviously the first one that came out from Hiya Toys really is cool, really is amazing. I don't have the figure itself, but amazing articulation. And of course, Hiya Toys has already done another version of Skullcrawler from GVK, but this one really stood out. And yeah, that's the entire best articulated figure for this category. So yeah, there you have it.
All right.
Short and simple.
So yep. Jordan, you go first. Well, what is your pick for this category?
Hands down, 72 for sure. I no longer collect articulated figures, and I gave up on SH Monster Arts, on just again anything to articulated related. And this was the last one that I purchased, and it's absolutely glorious. So 72 for sure.
All right. Samson, what do you think?
Well, you think you'd know what I'd say, but you'd actually be wrong. I'm going to actually go with the Yongari, because that was such a huge crowdfunded project, and with all of the different accessories that you got unlocked as the project got funded, and it got funded fully. Am I right? And it got all the accessories that people were wanting, fans were wanting. So yeah, I'm going to go with that for the fans. For the fans, you guys.
For the fans. Oscar, what are you going to go with?
I did have 3 as well to pick, but of course it would have been the Gorgo or 72. But I'm going with the Fimamuto, because for a decade, a lot of people from the articulated group have been begging for an articulated Muto figure, whether it's the male or female, and we've obviously got it from Hiya Toys, and I have it in hand, and it's just amazing figure. So yeah, Fimamuto or 2014 Muto is my pick.
All right, Celeste, are you there?
Yep, I'm here. I don't know if it should be connected. Okay, sorry about that. For my favorite, I had to go back and forth, but surprisingly, I would have to say it would have to be the Gorgo figure. Besides Godzilla, that was also one of my favorite movies. To see so many people, kind of like Samson said, just all these people coming together and funding this to come out. So.
Okay, all right. I am going to go with the Young Gary. I actually got this figure. It looks amazing. There's so much stuff that comes with it, and it's the first of its kind. It's the first toy figure, whatever you want to, of this particular kaiju. And Titanic Creation is an up-and-coming company, and they did a bang-up job on this. So yeah, that's mine. So Adrian.
I actually agree with what Leslie said. Samson's a fake ass 72 fan. So I'm definitely gonna go with the 1972 Godzilla. Really, that's kind of what kickstarted my articulated figures again, because I stopped for a while too, but stupid 72 pulled me back in. So I'm gonna have to say 72.
Okay, and Joe.
Well, hey now, 70. This is the only one on the damn list that I own and that I pre-ordered as soon it was made available. So
it's okay. All right, Joe.
So, like Jordan, I actually don't really do the articulated stuff. I think they're all kind of not worth the buck. So I'm going to go with, I only own 2 of them. So I'm going to go with the Trendmaster Space Godzilla. But if it wasn't that, I would have done the Super 7 -1 because those are the only 2 that I own.
Okay, fair enough. Couple things in the chat. Oh, go ahead.
Real quick, if I may, Oscar, check out Premium Bandai's Muto. It's also articulated. It came out a few years ago. It was before Haya. You don't need to show it to me. I already own it.
Okay. Before we keep going on, Leslie wanted to give you congrats, Joe, on the new baby announcement and everything. So
thank you, Leslie. I appreciate it, brother. We're my wife and I Melissa and I are over the moon, man. It's been a year and a half of struggle and heartache and stress, but God blessed us with a good result. So we're very happy and very excited. So thank you for that. I appreciate it, buddy.
Joe, I'm way ahead of you on that. I already have the figures.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Yep. Got them right when I was a collector. Got them on pre-order, and I love them. So yeah.
Nathan wants Gorgle for the win. I hope all Kaiju fans see that awesome lost gem of a movie.
Yep,
yes.
There.
Oh yeah.
Wander wants Titanic Creations. Young Gary gets my vote. Hey, I'm right there with you. Let's see what else is going. Lots of talking in the chat here. Leslie doesn't want Samson to stare at him. And Doug says 72. Good choice. So, let's see. All right, moving on to our next category, which will be Best Model Kits. This is my particular category. Since nobody else wants to tackle this or brave enough to tackle this, I am always the default, I guess. But that's okay. I love model kits. They're becoming a definite addiction, passion kind of thing for me. So, but without further ado, we're going to go with the first one on this category. It is the 5th planet Titanosaurus, which is the upper left. The vibrant orange, as you see there. I am actually on the hunt for this particular kit. Usually they only sell them at the conventions in Japan, and they're only 1-day license, so kind of hard to get. So, but I am on the hunt. Next is right below that is the Black Dragon Biolante or Biolante. And this thing is ginormous. Ginormous. It is ridiculous. And yeah, that's the big chungus right there. So, and right below that, actually right next to Titanosaurus is the KOC Godzilla -1. That is currently, I think, coming out very soon. I think it's about 28 centimeters, I believe. So, yeah, that I can't wait to see that one in people's hands. That looks like a great sculpt, very different pose. Love it. Can't wait to see that one. Next is the Tanaka Studios Heisei King Ghidorah 1991. Yeah, that thing is. I think at first they were going to go gigantic size on this, but I think they realized that either A, it was going to cost too much to make, and people were not going to spend the money on it. So they had to downgrade it and make it smaller. So it's more of the it's made for 20 centimeter, I think, Godzilla, but it itself is way bigger because obviously we know in that film that King Ghidorah just towers over Godzilla towers. So it's literally gigantic anyways, but it's not like actual scaled to like a 30 centimeter or a gigantic Godzilla. So that thing would just be way too big. So next is the Galloping Ghost Godzilla -1. Now, Galloping Ghost has made 2 different releases of their -1. One is the 30 centimeter, and the other is bigger than a gigantic. It's like 4 feet tall. It is absolutely massive. And maybe one day I'll get that. But I just went with the 30 centimeter because that's just more accessible and affordable for people instead of the big 4-footer. So, so yeah, that's awesome. Love to see their stuff on here. Doc Mack is an incredible guy. They got an incredible group of people over there. So, and me and Joel were gracious enough to see his collection and see the inner workings of it. So, really cool. Next up is the Monster Maker 28 Orga. Monster Maker 28, I mean, you can't say enough. Their stuff is just absolutely beautiful. Niwa just knocks out of the park all the time, every time. It doesn't matter, especially nowadays when he's kind of perfecting his craft. Everything he puts out is so accurate. So just another one kind of put it in the vault kind of thing. So next up is the Black Dragon Megaguirus. This thing is crazy. I'm not even the biggest fan of the movie, but the kaiju herself is an awesome design, and this finally getting something that's really cool, very big. I believe this is like a 30 centimeter, 35 centimeter kit with a base to hold her up. So very impressive looking. That's another one that I would hope to get eventually, but who knows, maybe X Plus will tackle it in their FSL line. Next up is the Tanaka Studios Godzilla 84. That is a gigantic size figure. I know they also released it under the Spiral Studios, but Tanaka has the right to release his stuff under his own company and everything like that, his own way, and he actually releases it in kit form, not like Spiral Studios where it's fully painted, fully completed, all that stuff. Tanaka can just send you the parts and then you build and paint it, all that stuff. So that's why he is on here. Next up is the Monster Maker 28 Gamera 1995. Now, a lot of us here, the 95 Heisei Gamera is a personal favorite. It is starting the trilogy of kaiju movies that some say is the best all time. So, of course, Niwa knocked it out of the park on that one. It looks amazing. Hopefully I'll get that one day, but I do have the X Plus, so I'm okay with it right now. And then lastly, another Galloping Ghost modeling kit is the GMK Baragon, the 30 centimeter. I didn't do they also released this in two scales. This is the 30 centimeter, and then they did the 40 centimeter, I believe. So, yeah, two ways of getting him. It looks great. They did a great job. Again, Doc Mack and his company. Hopefully, I can get that one also. But yeah, those are your picks for the best model kit. And Celeste, what do you think? What is your choice for best model kit?
I want to say Titanosaurus because you guys already know Titanosaurus is but not gonna lie, I have to say the Black Dragon Biollante. From all the photos and just everything I've seen of it, it just looks absolutely impressive. So I think for this one, I'm gonna have to say Black Dragon Biollante.
Right on. Okay. Oscar?
Well, I'm the opposite of Celeste. I was gonna say the Biollante because I've seen it live, when it was fully painted and it was amazing. But I also saw this one live from Wonderfest, and I have to go with Titanosaurus. The size, the build, the paint job, everything. Of course, it was fully painted, but it's beautiful. So I'm going for Titanosaurus. It's amazing.
All right. Jordan?
I'm gonna be biased. The Galloping Ghost Baragon. Seeing it in person at G-Fest, I was ecstatic. And I mean, the year I saw it was when I really started getting into the model kit collecting aspect of my collection. So Baragon for sure.
All right. Samson.
Jordan, you got resting bitch face going on.
So, I noticed that.
That's not the first time I was told that.
As underrepresented as it is, the Megaguirus, it does look glorious. We've seen some painted photos of it as of recently, so it's nice to see this guy getting some love. I agreed, Eric. It's not a very fan favorite, but it is nice to be able to see him have her have some accurate representation.
There you go.
Yep. Absolutely. All right, Joe Mama.
Man, you guys know I am not a fan of models by any stretch of the imagination. But I will say this lineup is very, very impressive, and I'm honestly very torn between the fifth planet Titanosaurus, the what is it? What's the Biolante? Black Dragon Biolante.
Black Dragon, yeah.
And the Black Dragon Megaguirus. They are just so, all three of them are just so impressive. And honestly, Eric, I would probably, if Megaguirus wasn't in this, I would probably give it to your boy Titano.
Yeah, right.
I love that pose. I love Titanosaurus like you do, buddy. I mean, obviously he's your favorite, but that charging pose, he looks a little bit more animated, and like he's moving a little easier, and I love that. I love to see Titano come back in a form like this, but I got to give it to Megaguirus. That statue, that model is just impressive.
Yeah.
Love you, Nathaniel.
Well said, Adrian.
This has me very torn too, honestly, but I'm definitely going to go with Megaguirus because just like Joe said, the pose of it just makes it look so menacing and awesome. So I'm gonna say Megaguirus.
Okay. And shockingly as it is, I will go Megaguirus, honestly. As much as I love Titano, you all know I love Titano, but that Black Dragon Megaguirus is so impressive, as well as all of these. But just seeing that thing, oh my goodness gracious. And now it's going to be revealed, the painted version at Wonderfest this year. It looks so good. And I want something of every kaiju that has ever been created. And I don't have anything in Megaguirus, so I want the cream of the crop figure for each of these kaiju, and that would be mine for her. So that is my choice. So, yeah.
Eric, I respect you a little bit more for not being biased.
Yeah. I as much as I love that kit and I really want it, I have to go with that Megaguirus. So.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. What was? Did you want to say something, Joe, before the thing went on?
Oh, maybe you didn't hear me. I said, don't get your hopes up. I don't respect you a whole lot, but it's a little bit.
Oh, that's not nice. I did not hear that. Honestly, I did not hear that. The video completely cut you off.
That deserves a wow.
All right. Great. Moving on. And thank you, everybody, for chiming in and casting your votes as well, letting us know what you guys think. I love that. Thank you for interacting with us. Let's keep it up, and we will move to our next category, which is...
Make sure you guys go to the Facebook group and vote.
Yes. It'll be on our Facebook group, and it's actually going to be on our Instagram, too. We're going to put polls on Instagram also, so we're going to spread it out. So, but this is a fun one that was not in the categories last year. I wanted to do something a little different. So I asked everybody in the MWA crew for their personal choices. Now, these included nothing that was already on the list that we have already gone through and what is yet to come. These are ones that didn't really fall into any category. Some of them are kind of oddballs. They're just kind of, outliers kind of thing that we couldn't really put them in anything. So I asked everybody to pick something without duplicating it, and this is what we got for their personal favorites from the MWA crew. So I will go through this list real quick. So mine was the Toho Maniacs Godzilla Tower. I think everybody knows here that one just kind of blew up instantly. Everybody was on that like white on rice, and it was flying off the shelves. Everybody was ordering it. Everybody was trying to buy it. I mean, they were paying crazy aftermarket prices for it just to get it, and rightfully so. That is I know, Samson. It's okay. It's okay if we have to pay a little bit more aftermarket. It's okay. the point is that as long as you got the figure, that's what matters. Okay, that's what matters.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. That was my personal choice. I just thought it was the best of the year. Next was Joe. He went with the Omega Beast Gigantic Godzilla Ultima. I know he was on board with that one from day one. And
day one.
Day one.
You got a fat ass, Ultima.
Yeah, for real. Right after that, Adrian picked the Ichiban Kuji Minosaurus or Oro Island Godzilla, whatever you want to call it. You know, that's an impressive figure too. You know, that was, I think the one that has come out for that particular Godzilla incarnation, I think looks the best and the most screen accurate, honestly. I know the X Plus OB collab that they just did for the 30 centimeter one came out, but I still think that is too stylized for me, and I still think it's off. And there's been some kits coming out too that are starting to make their way to the public, but even they don't look as good as I think this one is. So yeah, this one looks great. Next up is Jordan's Marusan Zemella. Did I say it right? Zemella?
Yep.
Okay, and this one is from Kaminaga-san, the president of Marusan. This is his own personal character creation that he made, that he is kind of making a line of his own kaiju, and he's actually making a comic book series of them to go along with them. So just really cool. And, you know, Jordan got this. He fell in love with the design, and he grabbed this, I believe, at G-Fest, right? You grabbed one at G-Fest?
No, so I actually acquired this from Bai. Selling, I mean, they were selling it for exactly the price that they were being sold at G-Fest, but I was super stoked, and I was extremely bummed at G-Fest I couldn't get it. I went back to the booth, and just like that, they were sold out. So extremely excited to be able to acquire this. It is an amazing figure, and I can't wait to see the future that lies within this new Maruman series, which that's where Zemella debuted.
Yes, thank you. Next up is Samson. He picked the Godzilla game controller holder. Without the game controller, this thing just looks hideous.
Oh god.
It really does. Like it's very unique, very different. But I love that they were trying to incorporate the gamers with Godzilla, so you can just kind of have a Godzilla collectible, but also be functional where it's holding your game controller. And I believe these were only sold at Target. Oh yes, Celeste has it on the very bottom. If everybody can see, she actually has one. She found one.
Getting it.
Yeah. So
maybe
more
Frankenstein looking thing.
Yeah, like those gigantic long arms.
Eric, you've got to get one as part of the Twitch family. You got to get one and put it right behind you on display. You got the setup, man. Yeah. You can hold your controller behind you.
I haven't seen any in my Target, so I don't know.
Check the Xbox section.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, it's in the Xbox section.
Yeah,
like it should be.
Next up was Oscar's pick. He picked the Haya Godzilla 2021 reissue. Now, I believe this was like a retool of the original. What did they change on this reissue?
Well, pretty much they changed the neck and the jaw pin that was revealing, and it is it's the same as like the 2019 and GXK variant, but this one has better paint job. It's not too bright, not too dull. It's like right in the middle where it's a little bit more like a brighter gray kind of color, and of course, like if anyone has like all of the standard Monstrous Godzillas like I do, you can easily tell the difference from each paint job and how they all look. So that's why I personally picked this one, because it stands out to me as my all-time favorite standard Doherty or GVK Godzilla design.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Next up is Celeste. She picked the SH Monster Arts Godzilla 54, the 70th anniversary edition. It's like the poster version of that one. Looked really, really cool. And I was honestly tempted. I don't even collect articulated, but I really did dig the color. It's more of a brown with some reds and oranges on it. I was tempted, but I did not pull the trigger. So, and then lastly, Christian, he picked the CCP medium-sized Godzilla 64, the luminous green or glow in the dark, as you guys can see there. CCP started doing medium-sized figures now, a little bit bigger. I think they're about like 7 inches, I think, bigger than their smaller versions. But don't quote me on it. I'm not huge into CCP, so I don't know all their lines. So, but yeah, just a fun category that we all kind of picked our personal favorites, and you guys can cast your votes on them to see what you thought and what was your favorites out of these personal favorites. And like I said, this is kind of a fun little thing for us MWA members. So, quickly, I want to acknowledge Bobby Reynolds. What's going on?
Bobby
joining.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob. I would love to see a Godzilla movie where Godzilla saved his monster friends from evil monsters like King Ghidorah, Gigan, Megalon, and others. I mean, maybe one day. Oh yeah. Nathaniel says, "Stop crying, Samson. We all love you, buddy." I'm assuming it was for the comment for the buying something on Bai. Hey, we've all done it. We've all had to do it, so it's okay.
Yep.
It's okay.
Again.
Exclusive. Thank you, Adrian.
Monster Kid Corey, we don't have a Target in our country. Oh, are you where are you from again? I can't remember where he's from.
Canada, right?
He's
Canada,
Canadian,
right? Yeah.
eh?
Canadian, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Canada.
Wander says his votes for Zamilla. Bought one from Monster Patrol Toys. Love how similar it is to the King Goji, my fave show suit. Very nice.
Nice.
Yes,
Corey,
he
do
is
you
Canadian.
live by Sioux Falls, Canada? I know Canada's like, 10 million miles big, but
just very good word usage.
I know, right? I speak well sometimes.
You do be as speaking, right?
Leslie goes, didn't we see Godzilla save his friends from Ghidorah, Gigan, Megalon, Knights, Tim 2, and 73? Never mind. He lives in Calgary.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, but with that, we will keep moving on. Thank you all for joining in and chiming in. Let's keep it going. I've got a few more slides here. Next is the best vinyl figure under 40 centimeters, and this is Joe's category. So, Joe, take it away.
All right. So we got best vinyl figure under 40 centimeters. First up is the X Plus FSL Gappa. I know that there was a Gappa prior, right, Eric? Because you have both of them. Mm-hmm. But this was something really exciting when it kind of came out for people that maybe weren't aware or didn't get a chance to get the Gappa when it first came out. So next up is the X Plus FSL Cybot 84. I heard somebody say they weren't sure what the Cybot is. The Cybot is the animatronic that was built for the 84 film. In certain shots of the movie, you can see that it's not an actual suit, that it's a robot. Next up is the X Plus FSL Burning Godzilla. Beautiful figure, goes with the adult Destroyer that came out last year. Let's see, Spiral Studios Evolved Godzilla. Moving on. W Dragon Godzilla 21 from this is the one from GVK, not GXK. Mm-hmm. Next is X Plus Godzilla -1, the 30 centimeter. Beautiful figure. I think that one might be tough to beat in the voting. I'm not saying it's my favorite, but I'm saying that might be the one that's true. People go towards. Next, a line that I am just falling in love with more and more is the Ichiban Kuji, and this is the evolved Godzilla. Next is the Ichiban Kuji 1954 Godzilla. And finally, the Ichiban Kuji Godzilla -1. Honestly, for the price point of the Ichiban Kujis, they are fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The detail, the paint, excuse me, the sculpt. I don't think they're going to win, but I think if the momentum continues to build with the Ichibans, I think that they're going to be a force to reckon with in the coming years. And then last but certainly not least, one of my all-time favorite kaiju is the X Plus FSL Baragon 65 from Baragon Conquers the World. Frankenstein Conquers the World. Why does the pin? I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
That's good.
And thank you for joining in, Dragon JD or DJ. Sorry, bro.
Very good.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, Adrian, what is your choice? What is your pick for this category?
I will stick to my guns this year. I know. I did make a shift a few years ago, actually 2 years in a row. But this year, no, I'm sticking with my guns. My Cybot is going to win this category.
All right, I am. Oh man, I was 100% sure I was going to go with this figure. And then these other couple came out. I was like, oh crap. Oh man. But I do have to stick with my guns as well. And I was saying this when it first came out, and I'm going to stick with the FSL Burning Godzilla. That thing is just absolutely amazing. One of the best light up features out there. So Celeste, what is your pick?
I think I'm gonna have to kind of go with yours, Eric. The FSL Burning Godzilla. Burning Godzilla has been one of my grails that I do want to get at some point, and so just seeing it light up and everything is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Oscar.
Okay, well, I'm gonna think who is gonna win, and I would think that Burning Godzilla is gonna win, but personally for me, I'm gonna go with this lovely bastard here. And I blame you, Eric. The Ichiban -1 Godzilla. I loved it when I saw the box in hand. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I looked at it, I picked it up, and it's beautiful. I love it. Honestly, in my personal opinion, I love this a lot more than the X Plus Godzilla -1s because the pose is amazing. Even if it was just the standard one, the pose is a lot more staggering. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, -1.
Okay. All right, Jordan.
Oh god. Gappa for sure, without a doubt.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the only Gappa figure I have in my collection. Never would I thought to see the day that they would bring back Gappa. So the second I saw this, and the pre-order links were available, I pre-ordered it ASAP. So Gappa for me.
Okay.
It is a phenomenal figure.
Samson.
W Dragon 2021 Godzilla. The pose, the ferocity, the two different variants that they have available, standard and then the blue dorsal plates like you see in the picture right there. I sold my 25 centimeter Godzilla 2021 in anticipation to go ahead and snag this guy in the near future.
Nice.
Nice.
And because I was broke.
And Joe.
We've all been there.
It's tough. It's really, really tough. I'm gonna go with the FSL Burning as well. Just because it's not vinyl, it's resin, and to piss Leslie off.
I know. It's so funny he just brought that up because I didn't realize that because I was more so focusing on the under the 40 centimeter, And technically, he's not wrong. It is resin.
Technically, he's not wrong, but we own it. It's our rules.
So who knows? We might change it up, and put him maybe in the model.
The model kit,
because he was first a model kit first, and then X Plus did grab the rights to release him. So we might do a little bit of shuffling. So thank you, Leslie, for pointing it out.
Yeah, shut up, Leslie.
What you got in your foot there? Are you getting cranky?
All right. Yappa Snappa.
Oh God, everybody! All right, where's my booze? Okay. Where's my shot glass?
Because the last one released 24, that probably would have been my fave under 40. I think it was, and maybe we could always swap that with the Burning 95 FSL. But we were trying to go for ones that were really big hitters and people were actually going to vote for and think that it was going to be a possible winner, to really kind of narrow this down and make people think, and really have a true winner of the best of the best. We also went on like fan favorites and the popularity of said figures also. So that's another decision making that went into it. So, all right, I think.
A friendly one.
Take it out. For real. But all right, moving on. I think to our very last category. No, second to last. Sorry. I couldn't remember what the order was. But this is best Sofubi, and this is Jordan's category. So Jordan, take it away.
So many.
Yes. So I, as you guys are well aware of, have been on this new adventure of Sofubi collecting. And so I knew this whole list, it felt like an adventure trying to figure out what I can add onto the list. But nonetheless, we are going to jot down to see what will win best Sofubi. So the nominees are the Mondo Rodan 64 with Mata Larva. The picture that we have out and displayed is the first wave. Any color variant at this point really doesn't matter, but the one that stood with me was definitely the classic variant. Next is the Mondo Godzilla's Revenge set. That has been something that I feel like for all Sofubi collectors have been aiming to get the most, and rightfully so. The Mondo Godzilla Saucer. That's another unique piece. Absolutely love that. I just pre-ordered the recent one that went on the Godzilla store?
Yes.
So yes, I just purchased that, so I can't wait to get that in my doorsteps. Oh my goodness, so many Mondo stuff. I mean, can you blame me? The Mondo Jesse Hernandez Aztec Godzilla. I remember before boosting my level to a host in MWA, I was bragging everybody here about the Aztec Godzilla. So rightfully so, it's going to have its place here. The Mondo James Groman Godzilla. That is another monstrosity of a beautiful piece.
Oh yeah.
Who I know, Celeste, you have it as well as Eric and Joe. You guys are the
which one? I'm sorry.
The Groman Godzilla.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's another banger for sure. The Neo Player One Space Godzilla. Now, this, alongside with a few of the other Mondos that I just mentioned, have come with multiple different paint applications. But nonetheless, it's still an amazing sculpt. And I mean, can't go wrong with the Sofubi Space Godzilla. Despite it being somewhere around the arm and the leg, nonetheless, it's still an amazing piece to own.
Scalpers.
The Max Toy Godzilla -1. This is Eric's personal favorite, from what I've heard. But nonetheless, for this to be the first -1 Sofubi out there. I personally love it. That is until this new one comes out. I know for sure everybody's eyeing that one, but had to throw this in there to show love. The Marusan Godzilla 99 or 2000. There are, oh my goodness, there are an unhealthy amount of color variants for this one. So I mean, granted, it's everybody's favorite in Godzilla Millennium, and I own a Marusan 99. Can't go wrong with it. Actually won it on a giveaway that Leslie should be very familiar with, but nonetheless, I wanted to throw it in there as well. The Marusan Destroyer. This on one of the Godzilla YouTube live streams blew up all across the community. This is just a massive, beautiful beast, and for anybody that is eyeing this, good luck. My prayers are with you, because I can only imagine how much people will take a hold in this and just shoot the rocket with pricing. It's going to be insane. The Marusan Shin Godzilla, another one that's been coming up with Marusan and in the community more recently during, I think, their last Godzilla live stream show. They showcased a few new color variants. So just wanted to give some love to the Shin Marusan. The Spiral Toys Godzilla 65. I've seen a lot of people own this as of late, alongside with the Spiral TYG Godzilla 74, which is another thing that a lot of people have been eyeing on. The Mondo Evolved Godzilla. And of course, I'm not going to throw in Kong because this is my list, and screw Kong. And the Spiral Toys Mechagodzilla 74. Spiral Toys has been on a wave with that's right. Oh well, sorry, not all the Kong haters, but yeah, Spiral Toys, Mondo, they've been, oh my goodness, they've been on the ball with just creating all these amazing Sofubis alongside with Marusan, but it's just for them to finally be able to be affordable, if not that, but accessible for us here in America is just absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's my list.
Nice. Right on. All right. Oscar, what is your pick?
Well, obviously, my personal pick will be the Evolved Mondo Godzillas, because I have some right on over by my shelves right now, and they're beautiful. And I hate that I caved into the Sofubi style line, but hey, but honestly, I feel like that who will win is actually the Aztec. I think who will win is the Urban Aztec, but my personal pick is the Mondo Evolved Godzilla.
Okay. Celeste, what is your pick?
That's gonna be hard. I personally, my favorites had to be the Gromon and the UFO. Those I loved, but between the two, man, I wouldn't even know what to say. I'd probably Gromon. I've always been a horror and a Godzilla fan, and to see Godzilla looking like Freddy Krueger a little bit was absolutely amazing to see. So
yeah, true.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Gromon.
Okay. Adrian.
I'm going to go with the one that I'm currently chasing right now. I still haven't caught the SOB. I'm going with the Gromon. The Gromon looks absolutely phenomenal. I love how wicked and different it looks. Just, I need to find a damn Gromon. That's all I'm going to say about that. But the Gromon is going to win this one.
Just curious, which version?
The original. Something about the original just speaks to me.
Same here, yeah. The original and the I think it's I forgot what it was called, but one with like pen and paper that was the black and white with the red eyes was pretty dope.
Yeah, pen and paper.
I forgot which one that was called.
And they also had the New York Comic Con exclusive, which I was unfortunate to not be able to get.
Yeah. Then they had like the burning orange one. They've had the fluorescent like pink and green or whatever. One I can't remember what that was called.
I think like pink and blue.
Yeah, pink and blue or something like that. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know the actual color, but it was more vibrant.
Yeah, so that was the New York Comic Con.
Oh, okay, that's New York Comic Con. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. All right, Joe, Mama, what do you think?
Muted.
There we go.
I will have to go with the James Groman. But I will be saying that with a little caveat that if I owned the Destroyer or the Space Godzilla, I think my vote would go for them. But out of the ones here that I own, which I own most, I will say the Groman for sure.
Okay. Very nice.
Which, you know, just a little FYI, if people are a fan of Groman, Eric and I do have his contact number, and he did agree to come on the channel. So look for that this year, hopefully.
Nice.
Guys, got to get him on.
Yep. He late last year he had some medical stuff that he had to do and everything, so we couldn't get him on last year. So hopefully this year we'll get him on. So
yeah, for sure.
All right. Samson, you go.
From everybody's favorite Godzilla film of all time, you got to know it is the Revenge set. Oh, look at those three in a row. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. I'm really trying not to spend. I'm gonna have to get these guys at some point, especially the Screen Accurate set. I love that movie. It's so fun for no stupid reason. Just brings out the inner child in me.
All right. And joining in late, but he is here. I see him peeking down at the bottom here. Christian, welcome in. I'll have you pick your selection on what you think the best stuff movie is.
Urban Aztecs. I mean, it's hard to beat. There's a lot of great selections, but personally, that just resonates with me.
Yeah. All right. Right on. All right.
Wait,
I lied. Jordan already picked, right?
Oh, you did? Okay.
No.
Jordan, I forgot. Because I started just below you because I wanted you to go last.
Yeah.
No problem. Hey, wait.
Yeah. Jordan.
Adrian gave his cues. All right. So, yeah, I mean, the Aztec for sure. Out of this entire list, I never would have thought, especially when this was first announced, that I'd ever see a Godzilla figure look like this. Extremely unique. You could literally be traveling, doing some freaking Indiana Jones shit through the jungles, and then this be one of the relics to save the world in this
for real
beautiful design. So, hands down, the Aztec Godzilla for sure.
If only you could trade a sandbag for it.
I was just gonna say, could you imagine Indiana Jones grabbing this off the pedestal? All right. So I lied. We have one more before our last one. I completely forgot. And this is the best toy figure company of the year, and this is Celeste category. So Celeste, take it away.
Wait, Eric, did you actually go? I didn't hear your choice for.
Nope.
What do you mean, nope?
Nope.
No, I can't continue unless you do.
Damn, Eric.
You gotta pick something, Eric.
And no, I don't. No, I don't. No, I
It's
don't.
my show.
Yes.
Do what I want.
Damn right.
No, stop
I'm
being a
hosting.
punk.
I ain't picking shit.
Don't
Well, I'm
be a
never
punk,
stuff. I don't know
Eric.
which one to freaking pick.
Nope,
Oh my
not
god,
doing
I'm
it.
the hostess.
You know what?
doing it.
I feel offended. It's my category, and you didn't even pick.
I feel second degree offended.
You should feel honored because it's so hard
It's
that
hard.
I can't make a pick. It's hard.
Okay.
Like,
Thanks.
yeah.
Eric,
Mini.
quit being a bitch and
Joe, shut your
Get him,
mouth.
Joe. Get him.
pick
Your mouth.
pick a figure.
I don't need to.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
I'm not doing mine until you pick one.
There you go, Celeste.
Thank you so much.
How about all
God,
of them?
you guys.
Pick all of them. All
No.
of them are winners.
We're gonna
Oh,
be-
including the -1?
All right, narrow it down, Eric. It's got to be one that you own.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
One,
There you go.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Fuck.
Come on.
Fine, I'll go Groman.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
Thank
next.
you.
Wow,
Thank
that was
you.
really
All right.
hard. I'm proud of you.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
I didn't even want to.
She was actually taking there for a
You
second.
forced me to. All right, Celeste.
Okay, so this year there was, all kinds of companies. So for this figure of the year, for the best toy company or figure company of the year, we are starting off strong with, I think, some of the, the Funko and Mondo. I think they had some of the strongest releases. I've been a big fan of them, so I was glad to see everything they come out with. A lot of the Mondos have been my favorite, so Funko and Mondo, as well as next up on this list, Tom Machine Nations or the SH Monster Arts. I personally am somebody who likes articulated figures. I'm in and out with it depending on it, but a lot of the stuff they came out with, especially just like Haya, what is also on this list, they were popping things out left and right. It was getting wild over there, so good on them for those. Next up on the list, we do have X Plus. I know a lot of stuff was released to be coming out. It was kind of cool to see everything they had released. I only recently started collecting X Plus, so I'm hoping to get more in the future. Next up, I do not have any, but Spiral Studios. They have been releasing absolute bangers and all the stuff that's coming out now. I'm excited to hopefully get one. They are killing it out there. And let's see, next to us, what do we have? We have Super 7. Sorry, I'm not focusing. We got Super 7 with all their awesome reaction figures, the Ultimates. Absolutely love their line. I somehow managed to get like half of the Ultimates line recently. I'm obsessed with them. Love them. So shout out to Super 7 for them. Next up, we got Playmates. With every movie, Playmates always comes out with all these amazing figures. Even though they're Walmart, then Walmart and Targets, they're still one of the utmost, scalped, surprisingly. So don't know how that happens, but we love Playmates. Haya, what I just mentioned kind of with SH Monster Arts, they are also killing it with everything they're releasing, everything they're coming out with. All the stuff they've just released last year. Excited to see it, this coming up here. We love Haya. Next few up, we have the Bandai and Banpresto. I know they're basically the same company, but some of the stuff that they've been coming up with recently, I particularly really liked. I know it wasn't the best of quality, but I personally thought they did a really good job this year, so good on them. CCP we have, I know they're pretty new. I actually had no idea about CCP up until maybe I want to say this year, but everything they've been coming out with is looking mighty great. And Eric, I did not know they were coming with more sizes for them, so that's kind of cool to see. I'm excited to see where they take that.
Yeah.
Also, another big one that I'm very excited for is Marusan. I love a lot of their stuff. I have yet to get a Marusan figure, so hopefully this year is the year for me, guys. Wish me luck for that. Love Marusan. And last but not least, never least, Omega Beast. They have also come out with some bangers, and I am excited to see what they're going for going forward.
Right on.
Nice.
Right on. And with that, I'll have Christian go first.
Yeah, man. So in reality, looking at this list, there's three names that pop out in terms of, names we were conversing about last year.
Yeah.
That's going to be Super 7, Haya, and of course, where's the other one at? Sorry. Funko. Towards the tail end, we're pretty shocked with how well they did with the Gigan and the Mecha King Ghidorah, of course. But I mean, if I had to pick, it's a little biased. They're down the street from us. I'm gonna choose Super 7. They came out with a lot of variety this year, so that would be my pick.
Okay,
nice.
Respectful. Oscar.
I'm staying with Christian. Like, there's three that are really standing out to me, and that'd be Funko, Mondo, and honestly, Playmates from last year, because they are really been popping up with a lot of cool figures that came out last year. But honestly, I'm going with Mondo, especially that like I just love their GXK figures that came out and a few others that they have been doing, and of course, there's a big reveal of what they're planning for this year, and it blew my mind. So I'm going with Mondo Studio. Mondo.
Okay. Jordan.
Omega Beast.
What in the
really great explanation you gave us there.
The sculpts that they've been doing as of late has been amazing. Dude, I absolutely love what they're doing with what they did with the Minosaurus. Even recently with their gigantic burning Godzilla that they did with Sofuvi. I loved it. I love it.
For
They're
real.
extremely animated. The
Good Lord.
sculpts for me, I think they're unique. So Omega Beast. I would have went the safer route in choosing Maru-san, but nah, dude, Omega Beast is for me.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
That's some good crack, Jordan.
Alrighty. Holy buckets. Okay. Samson, let's get us back on track here and be rational.
Please and thank you.
I gotta say the top two out of this list that have been killing it this year are Super 7 and Mondo. If I have to gun to my head pick, I'd say Super 7 with what they've been putting out, because they have a lot of different things going on, and they're taking ass and kicking names.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Joe.
I think there's three companies that deserve to be in the top this year. It's Funko Mondo, it's Super 7, and Haya. I just think those three companies really knocked it out of the park. We're hitting home run after home run. If I had to say one, I think I would give it to Mondo. As much as it pains me to agree with Oscar. I'm just kidding. He's not even here for the joke. Anyways, there. Okay.
Oscar's here for vengeance.
Say his name and he will appear.
Be Oscar.
But thank you, Joe, for agreeing with me.
Adrian, what's your pick?
Honestly, this year was really hard for me because I mean, like everything y'all said is right, and honestly, X Plus came out with some bangers this year too. To be 100% honest, but
who did, Adrian? I'm sorry.
X Plus.
Did they?
They definitely did.
I actually feel like I was a little disappointed with X Plus this year.
They didn't come up with minis I would have liked, but they still had some bangers when they did have some.
Yeah.
I would say. But I'm going with Mondo too, because Mondo did not miss on any of the releases this year. Haya's a very close second, but I think this is going to be Haya's. Next year is going to be Haya's year because they coming out.
Yes, if they get their stuff together, and of course, yes, this should be. Yeah,
you know what's going on. Yeah, mine's kind of a toss-up between two. It's Mondo and X Plus. I love X Plus. It's so hard to get away from them. They do such a great job. I mean, we did have some really great releases this year, but I got to give it to Mondo. Mondo just did a tremendous job on all their soft Fubies. I mean, banger after banger after banger with collaborations. I mean, everything was just home runs. And I have to give it to them. I mean, hats off, because they really swung for the fences and they did it. So mine is Mondo for sure.
Nice.
Wait, I just realized. Did I say Super 7 or Mondo? What did I say?
Super 7.
You did Super 7.
I meant Mondo. I meant with all their great Sofubi stuff, like the Godzilla's Revenge. I meant Mondo. I don't know. So.
Oh, okay.
Brain fart. I messed up my own choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to quickly, before we move on to our last slide, I just want to acknowledge a couple more. GFan84, thank you for popping in.
Nice.
What is going on? Shingeki, what's going on from our Twitch channel?
What's up, pal?
Alex, we didn't do W Dragon because they only had the one this year.
Yeah.
Which was the 2021 Godzilla. So if they had a few more, we would have. but we were trying to go in for also quantity as well. So as much as their quality was good, I just think these companies kind of did a little bit more this last year. So
yeah,
they did more than one. Then yes, they did.
All right, we will go on to our very last category, I believe. Yes, it is our last category, the cream of the crop, the overall figure of the year, and this is Adrian's category, so take it away.
And I'm letting y'all know now, I had a very hard time putting this list together.
Ooh.
We had so many great figures this year. It was really hard to narrow it down. Ask Eric. We was going back and forth about this damn list.
Dude, for real. I was like, dude, we can't have that many. Like, good Lord.
So to start off the list, of course, the X Plus Godzilla -1. Next, the Mondo Godzilla X Kong set, Jordan, because they are a set and should be bought as a set. But I'll digress. Fucking hater. Next, the X Plus FSL Burning Godzilla, the Mondo Aztec Godzilla, of course, X Plus Cybot 1984/1985 Godzilla, the Mondo James Gorman Godzilla, the X Plus FSL Baragon, Black Dragon Studios Megaguirus, the X Plus Toho Maniacs Godzilla Tower, the Mondo All Monsters Attack set, the SS Monster Arts Godzilla 1972, the Monster Makers 28 Gamma 1995, and lastly, the Higher Toys Godzilla 2014.
Man.
Shit.
Sheet.
So since Leslie brought up the thing about the FSL Godzilla being resin, and we might take that and change it up a little bit. For my vinyl, it would be probably the -1 Godzilla, but then the overall, I'm gonna go Godzilla 95. Just because the simple fact I'm doing this, because the simple fact is that I don't have the Megaguirus. If I had the Megaguirus, that would be my choice. But I just don't know if I'm going to be able to get the Megaguirus. But she looks phenomenal, and I actually have the FSL burning, and it's absolutely stunning. So I like I said, I have to stick with my guns and go with him. When I got him, I said probably figure of the year, and I'm going to go with it. So FSL Godzilla.
Well, good for you, Mr. Big Spanda.
Celeste, what is your pick?
Oh God. Okay.
Alex, for real. For real.
Yeah.
For real.
Man, I didn't know this was a category. Crap.
I know. I was gonna. Goddamn. Okay. Shit, can I
Shin,
like
how about
shit? What
go
was
ahead.
that?
Go ahead, Celeste.
No, you're all good. Shoot. I think as of right now, just because I own it and I absolutely love it and I would buy it over and over again, I'd have to say the Groman figure.
Ooh, okay.
All right.
I'm gonna just to make it easy on myself because we're gonna be here for a long time if I gotta think. So I'll keep it simple for you.
All right, Christian.
Listen, guys, there's already a winner on the list here, who won a certain thing we had a couple months back. I'm going all in with the Cybot.
Ooh,
yeah, I gotta go all in with the Cybot, man. I mean, all these figures are great, but I think that one's the best.
True. It's true.
Very true.
That's true. All right, Oscar.
Man, I have 3 right now, like 3 options. You know, I would say the Monster Arts 72 Godzilla because they really bumped up the articulation for that figure. No quality. My brother saw any quality control issues, no joints popping out. Then I would say the Urban Aztec Godzilla. And third, I would even say the Cybot. And those would be my 3 picks. But if I had to pick just one out of the 3,
you have to. Pick
I
one,
would say the Urban Aztec because it's like what Jordan said. Like it stands out. Like it's a beautiful figure. It's something different, and it's just beautiful. Like from any colorways of the Urban Aztec Godzilla, but again, it's a beautiful figure. So I would say the Urban Aztec Godzilla is my pick.
Okay. Jordan.
Well, I will tell you the worst Simply because it's paired with Kong, I guess the Mondo GXK side.
Oh my god.
Because yeah, if you pick Kong, I'm sorry, you got bad taste. But yeah, nah, for sure, the Mondo Aztec, hands down. This is a great list to choose from, and it is extremely hard, but can't go wrong with that Aztec.
All right, Samson.
Eric here. I can't choose.
So while you're thinking, I was just gonna say, Shingeki, how about you choose the one that you want the most? If you don't have one, choose the one you want the most out of all of them, and then that could be.
I agree with that.
I have a few on this list, but I think which one of these sold the most, honestly, because that's going to definitely be whichever one of these sold.
I mean, it's gonna be your personal pick that you would want to win, Samson.
Honestly, I could tell you which one sold the most. It would probably be between the Haya and the Godzilla Tower. Those are probably the two that sold the most. And I'd say the one that's
cheapest.
Yes, absolutely. So if you're actually looking for that, which isn't a fair assumption because of the price, popularity wise, I would say the Godzilla Tower was probably the most popular all year, honestly. Like that thing.
I think it was too. I would agree with
I went for him. I had to have him. I think a lot of people had to have him. Do most people here have him? I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, I think. No, really, Oscar. Lord have mercy.
No, I mean, it's cool, Godzilla Tower, but it's just not for me. I'm just, no.
Why is he on the show?
It sucks to suck, but it's okay.
Because I'm an
all right.
Jordan.
All right. My turn. Gun to my head. I'm gonna go with the Cybot because of how unique it was. It was a fan favorite. Everything that went into it, the Rick exclusive with the sea louse with the spear through it, that was cool. I bought it secondhand just because after doing a whole show and voting on it, I was convinced and I went after it.
Oh, okay. Adrian, did you say yours? Okay.
We're starting the campaign, y'all. The Cybots.
Oh boy.
Cybots.
Oh boy. Not like you're biased or anything.
No, not at all. Especially as long as y'all know I've been looking for the kit, and now I have this in a bigger form. I'm definitely voting the Cybot.
Hey, that's true though. That is true.
Cybot figure of the year. Let's do it.
I honestly can't get mad at you. I really can't because it's a tremendous figure, and what you were hunting for it for a long while, then all of a sudden Expo's like, hey, we're gonna do it in vinyl, and you were able to get it without freaking breaking the bank. So
that really was.
And then Joe, what's your pick?
Oh, I already went.
No, you didn't. Yeah, no.
This is hard. This is really, really hard.
I know. This is super hard.
Don't quote Eric.
This is super hard.
It's
this is really hard.
Out of all the things, this is one of them.
There's so many that are good.
I'm honestly torn. I really don't know. The FSL burning.
95.
FSL burning.
Yeah. And hurry up and move on past me before I change my mind.
Well, you're going to the most indecisive fucker in the group, so
I already picked.
What?
I picked. What are you talking about? You better retract what you just said. I already picked. I was the first one who picked.
Yeah, he was the person to pick this time.
He was.
So,
wow. Oh, yeah. Wow. Right?
Long wow baloney.
Right?
A hullabaloo going on.
Oh shit.
Somebody is. What was?
We got someone's harmonizing in here, guys.
I heard that.
Thank you, Samson.
Wait, what?
Two of you went, oh shit, at the same time.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, God.
And that is it. That concludes our categories for the 2024 Figure of the Year voting and nomination show. I know Joe has one thing he would like to bring up and talk about, so I will give him the floor. So
yeah,
Joe.
I actually, I was, full disclosure, I was actually reminded of this. Somebody had said like, "Oh, I really hope you do this," and I knew we didn't. So, it's Godzilla in comics. So your favorite Godzilla comic from the past year. There's 5 of them to choose from. What?
Okay.
Is this not what you're talking about, Eric?
No, I just said, oh. Oh, as in like intrigued.
Wow.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I thought you said no. I was like,
no. Oh.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Godzilla vs. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Part 2. Godzilla Skate or Die. Godzilla War for Humanity. Godzilla Masterclass Theater. And then finally, Godzilla Sons of Giants, which is the sequel to Here There Be Giants. So we will have those up as series.
Okay.
All right.
To answer Alex's question, so the results will be on February 23rd, the last Sunday of the month. So we have several weeks for the voting to commence. Everybody get it in. Everybody share. Tell any other Godzilla Tokusatsu fan to cast their votes. Join the group. Join our social medias, all that stuff, so you know what's going on. And yeah, that's how you're gonna cast your vote. It's going to be mainly in our Facebook group. Like I said, we're going to, I think, put some voting on our Instagram with some polls, and we're going to combine them to get a total and stuff. Not maybe everybody has Facebook or likes Facebook, and vice versa. Maybe people dislike Instagram more. Who knows? Maybe we'll even do Twitter. We're going to spread it out so everybody has a chance from all platforms to cast your vote, and you're not missed out or anything like that. And like I said, you can don't choke, make your vote. Oh gosh, yeah, and let's make this a great turnout this year. Like I said, it's the 4th year going.
Gimmick infringement. Gimmick infringement.
How dare you?
What is happening with all of you?
And also, I don't know if you mentioned this, but you mentioned it, but like each person votes only once, right?
Once.
Yes. The polls will be made where you can only vote once, and that is it. So make it count. So yeah, that's how it's gonna do. Like I said, should be tomorrow. We should have the voting polls up all over the place. Like I said, we're going to talk about it here after the show, get it all ironed out, and yeah, tomorrow hopefully will be the start. And like I said, we have several weeks, and then the 23rd of February will be results show. We'll have top 3 from each category, and we will also bring in the category that Joe just talked about for best comic series for Godzilla. That's probably a good thing, because the paper media, I would say, kind of gets lost a lot of this stuff, because we all focus on the toys and aspect, and maybe not a lot of people focus on toys. Maybe they do like the paper media and the physical type media of that type of stuff. So yeah, we'll throw in that one too. I know there's so many categories we could do. We just can't do them all. But we do our best. We try to fit everything in here as much as possible without going too crazy and too overboard. But like I said, it's a fun thing that we've been doing for the last 4 years. And hopefully everybody has fun doing it this year. And we'll just keep continuing. And like I said, just keep spreading the word, share it around. And hopefully we get a really nice turnout and have a fun results show at the end of the month. So let's see. Does anybody have any last comments that they want to share? Christian.
I want to reiterate on something Samson said earlier about the love of my life. I think he has resting handsome face. Has resting handsome face and not RBF. Anyway, I just got to clear that up.
Oh, yeah, no, my bad. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
And yes, vote early, vote often. Yes, spread the word.
Get everyone to know to vote.
I'll add that as well. There was Kong the Great War too that came out this year.
Yes. Okay. Yes. The voting's on Facebook, right? Yes. We will try and figure out if you guys are not on Facebook. We'll try to figure out some of our Twitch followers. If it's just not many of you, we could always just take your vote personally and we'll just add it to it. Samson to me, Adrian, we'll figure that out. We'll get the Twitch situation so we include you guys, because we know you guys are loyal followers to us as well, and we want to get your votes because we want to include everybody that watches us in one shape or form. So Leslie, thank you all so much for keeping it real on this show, unlike other annoying fuckers out there. Share their member numbers on various Facebook groups because they suck ass. Absolutely, Leslie. You know exactly what I'm talking about, buddy. You know exactly what we're talking about. If you know, you know. That's all I have to say. But yes, and back to you, buddy. Appreciate you also.
Is the same people that pad their Facebook numbers, is it the same people that ripped us off and did exactly what we did? I'm curious. My bad. Oh, we weren't supposed to say that.
My fault, fam. My fault.
Leslie says, also don't change your vote last minute either, like Adrian LeBron settle up there. And this, yes, exactly. He knows.
Ain't no changing this year.
But yeah, other than that, anything else? Anybody else have any last parting words? Any promoting that they want to do? Anything that's coming up?
Eric and I are sitting down with Ryan Perot, the writer and I don't want to say screenwriter. I can't think of the other word. Help me out here, Eric. Writer and
screenwriter.
Screenwriter. Okay. For
right.
many comics. With DC, he worked on a Batman story, but he's most notable for his work with IDW and the Power Rangers comics. Most notably, he's part of the team, or he was one of the main that created Lord Draken, the evil Tommy white Green Ranger hybrid from, I don't know, probably about 8-9 years ago now at this point. So we're real excited to sit down with him. That'll be this Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central, which is 3 p.m. Pacific.
Yep.
Right, Eric? Yep. So we'll be sitting down with him for an hour or two and chopping it up, seeing what his backstory is and, you know, kind of what got the gears rolling for Go Power Rangers and Shattered Grid, Lord Draken, all that stuff. And it'll be fun to do. And as always, don't be a hoe. Share our show. I need to say it before someone else steals my gimmick too.
I'm not gonna say shit. Captain Gordon says,
don't be a hoe. Share the show. Also, if you guys are enjoying or watching right now on YouTube, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button. That really helps with the algorithms, apparently. And appreciate it. Love you all. Thank you all so much.
Yeah, just thank you everybody for a great turnout. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for all the interactions. It was great. Cannot wait for the results show to let everybody know who won and if they're happy, if they're not. Hey, you everybody that's out there that votes, you guys are the ones that pick the winner or not pick the winner. So if you want a particular figure to win, cast your vote in there and share it out. Maybe tell a friend, tell a family member, hey, vote for this person. Hey, vote for this figure. Do whatever you have to get said figure to win. You know, that's all. It's all in fun, and we just appreciate it and love all the support and everything you guys do for us. So we're fans too, just like you guys. We just do it for fun. It's a lot of fun. So thank you all. Yes, Alex. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Just like everybody else. Monster Kid Corey, absolutely.
Out of everybody here that we need to thank tonight, though, Eric, I want to thank you for putting this together for us today. Thank you for all the hard work you put forward for us. Everybody, give Eric a round of applause for putting this together. This was a big project.
No, I'm not.
Thank you.
Applauding him
Thank
for
you.
doing
I
his
appreciate
damn
it. I
job.
appreciate it.
Everyone give yourself a pat on the back for all the hard work and lists that we had to do.
Yes, absolutely. And give your guys a self pat on the back for getting all the information, getting everything together and getting it to me, giving me the pictures to get everything done. So yeah, thank you all around. A group effort for sure. And yeah, hopefully everybody votes, spreads the word, and we have a great turnout on the 23rd. So with that, we are going to get out of here. Thank you, everybody. And until next time, what do we all say, everybody?